Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review we are looking at the new Marvel Legends EEL figure from the Abomination Build-A-Figure wave of Captain America Legends. This guy is a super basic figure. We do have some interchangeable hands, but otherwise totally blank body with some paint on it, so very much like some figures we've seen in the past. It's not entirely disappointing though, because it still does have some appeal. Not a bunch, but it does have some, so let's get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy comes in at just about 16.5 centimeters, which makes him just about 6.5 inches, almost exactly. It's your standard Bucky cap mold, really no detail on him, no extra details at all. It's all paint. And then we have these electro hands, which are fine. They're translucent yellow, and then they have some paint on them to look like they have that purple. It's not the best, but it's good enough. It's okay. And if you really want to, you can swap those out with fist hands. Don't really need to look at those. They're just standard fist hands for either side. The head, I didn't check to see if it was the same as the ice guy. What's his name? Blizzard, right? Is it Blizzard? Whatever. I didn't check, but either way, it suits him, so it's okay. No big deal there. And then everything is just paintwork. Luckily, the line work on the paint is acceptable. It's not great, but it's definitely not bad. It's mostly clean, so no real worries. It looks okay. I'm alright with it. The purple is kind of a metallic molded purple, and then obviously all of the blue is painted, so I'm alright with it. The eyes are squared up, no real issues there, no lazy eye, so that's a good thing. We'll run through the articulation really quickly, but that's pretty much all we're going to have to do because there's not much to talk about here. So the head can look up and down, which works really well. I don't know why they can't just make all the heads work like that. The way it sits down nice and deep on the neck, that's how you want it. You can rotate it around, so that's good. Shoulders have no problem on this mold. We haven't really had any issues. Occasionally this side is a little stiff, but it's still functional, so that's fine. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Would have been nice if they painted the sockets, but no big deal. And then the wrists, you can rotate them, of course, since they're interchangeable, and they have the hinge. Ab crunch works just fine, no issues there. Waist swivel's good. Hips go all the way forward, all the way out to the side, and a little bit backwards, so that's pretty good. We have our thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We have our boot swivel, which some of you really like. It's not my cup of tea, but it is there. It's sculpted well enough. He's probably the worst at having them line up because they didn't originally sculpt the lower legs with the upper legs, so it's not the best, but it's okay. It's acceptable. The ankles go all the way forward. This is a good example of decent articulation for the ankles. A lot of the Legends don't have that range, but it does, so that's good. Then we have the ankle rocker, which is still not the best, but it's definitely good enough. So, other than this guy having particularly thick ankles like most of the Legends do, it's a really nice base mold, and it suits this figure, and I don't really have any complaints other than it's really basic, but it's supposed to be, so that's the way it goes, and I have to say I recommend it if you're looking to get this figure. It is exactly what you think it's going to be. There's no real flaw or problem with it, so that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos every single day. We talk about action figures, video games, movies and TV, not movie and TVs. That's not a thing we do. We're not discussing TVs. But we'll talk about TV shows and movies or films. So come back for all that good stuff, and in the meantime, keep collecting.